4 years ago, I stepped off the traditional path to become an entrepreneur. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but I didn't. In this video, I'm gonna share 5 harsh truths nobody told you about entrepreneurship. These are the things that I wish I knew when I was getting started out that would have made my journey more effective and more enjoyable. I hope they help you. Let's dive right in. Number 1, real freedom is terrifying. Most people say they want freedom, but what they actually want is the illusion of freedom. Real freedom, true freedom on the entrepreneurial path is terrifying. It is being up in the middle of the night because you know that if you don't execute some new contract or some new thing, that you're not going to be able to meet your responsibilities. It's quite literally knowing that everything is all on you, that you have to hunt to go out and get what you're gonna eat. That is not for most people. So this whole idea that entrepreneurship is for everybody, it's just a lie. It's a lie that you've been sold by a whole bunch of course bros and gurus on the internet. The truth is that you have to come to terms with the fact that as an entrepreneur, everything falls on your shoulders. It is true accountability, not in some nice sense of the word, but in a very harsh, real sense of the word. And that's difficult for a lot of people to stomach, to carry on through. So recognizing that real freedom is terrifying, recognizing that you have to be the type of person who can put that on your back, type of person who can stomach that over long periods of time is really important. The counter to that, and sort of the balance point to it, is that it is extraordinarily rewarding. When you have that level of freedom and autonomy and responsibility and accountability, and you deliver through it, and you actually execute against the things that you want to go and execute against, nothing feels better knowing that you owned it, knowing that you drove it forward. But you have to be able to stomach that struggle in order to get that reward. All right, my camera guy is too busy lifting back here, so I'm gonna do this one like this. Number 2, most of society is set up for traditional employment. Benefits, getting loans to buy homes, mortgages, all of these things are set up for traditional W-2 employment. So if you thought that it was going to be easy to do all of these kind of basic things in society after making the switch to entrepreneurship, you're going to be sorely disappointed. A lot of the infrastructure that's been set up in society is for traditional W-2 employment, and it's going to be more challenging when you go down the path of entrepreneurship. All right, I actually need you to film one for me, if you could take a break. All right, since I can't get my videographer to film anything for me, I'm gonna do another one here. Number 3, lack of structure is going to be your worst enemy. One of the greatest challenges when you make the leap from the traditional path to the entrepreneurial path is the lack of structure in your days. When you're on a traditional path, you know exactly what you need to be doing at all times during the day. There is someone telling you the meetings to go to, the emails you need to send, the to-do list, all of those things are set up for you. When you go out on your own, no one's telling you anything. You have zero structure. So you look at your calendar for the day and there's nothing there. And the truth is that that creates a sense of stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety feed on idleness. So if you have no clue, no structure for the day, you're going to feel that stress and anxiety building. The antidote to that is to create some level of structure. Even if it's loosely defined, some set of time blocks that define what you're going to be doing during the course of the day will help you start to feel that motion and that action that reduces the stress and anxiety. So fight that lack of structure and you'll be much better off. Oh, you're actually filming again. Good. Midday haircuts, not a harsh truth of entrepreneurship. Number 4, it is a lonely journey most of the time. When you start living differently, when you start doing something different or unique, a lot of the people that you previously considered your people are no longer going to understand the path that you are on. making those changes is going to feel difficult because you're literally no longer going to speak the language of a lot of the people that you previously considered your friends. That can feel really lonely. That is what I think of as the period of loneliness on this entrepreneurship journey, and it extends for a long time. Understanding that, recognizing that you eventually will attract the new people into your life based on the new values, the new goals, the new things that you're working on, is essential to embracing that period of loneliness and continuing to grind through it. You will find those people. It is just a chapter on your journey, but you got to recognize that it will exist and that it's going to feel tough. This is something that every entrepreneur goes through at some point. Your language, the way that you think about the future, your ambitions, your goals are dynamic. And when you step off the traditional path and you start doing things differently, a lot of the people from your prior life are going to say things, make little comments, subtle digs, tell you to be realistic, laugh at your goals or ambitions, do these things that, whether or not they have ill intent around them, isn't really the point. It's going to make you feel bad, and it's going to make you feel lonely because you no longer feel they're really on your side, that they're really supporting you in that way that they were before. And it takes time to attract, through your values and through the things that you're putting out into the world, the new people that are going to support you on this new journey and on this new path with these new goals that you have. So just enduring that, being willing to sit in it and just embrace that period of loneliness rather than trying to feel bad, feel like it's something that you did wrong, is really important. Because sometimes if you start to think that it's something you did and not about someone else's insecurity that they're pushing off onto you, you're gonna try to constrain your own light. You're gonna self-sabotage because you're starting to feel like you are doing something wrong. And that's just not the case. So just embrace it, keep shining that light, and you'll find those people on the other side. Harsh truth number 5, nobody cares if you win or if you lose. When you start on your entrepreneurial journey, one of the things that people have a tendency to do is build up all of these external expectations, place them on your back. You're trying to impress all these other people. You're so concerned about the judgment of others. I got a good piece of advice from a mentor when I was going down this path, which was nobody cares. 2 simple words. It doesn't mean that nobody loves you, but it does mean that no one is as invested in your journey as you are. So whether you win or whether you lose, no one cares. It is all on you. Nobody is coming to save you. No one can do the work for you. No one can make the changes in behaviors, actions, mindsets, all of these things that are necessary for you to be successful on this journey. It's just on you. And that should be liberating, to just realize that nobody is thinking about you at the end of the day, whether you win or whether you lose. It's just on you. So act according to your values, do your absolute best, push hard, do hard things. And if all of this excites you after hearing these harsh truths, then entrepreneurship may be for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. I hope you'll share it with others. And as always, until next time, stay curious, friends.